Hello everyone to another episode of Impulsive Compulsion here on Question the Truth with me, Slisk Lindqvist, and we are going to talk about so difficult to choose, but we're gonna talk about dividing and racism. Raises me think. The raises me think. Okay. And we're gonna go to the screen capture and say hello there. Okay, what is racism? What is dividing even? You know that? I don't know. I'm just kidding. Okay, so we have this big problem in the world. It's called division and racism. We use the classes of society to divide people. We use the different thoughts of people in order to divide people. We use races. What the fuck? Okay, so okay, dogs are races, and cats are races, humans are races, are a race, dogs are a race, cats are a race, spiders are a race, catch my drift? Yeah. Breeds is another deal though. It's a genetic construct. Okay, so let's start with division. People usually like to say the middle class, the low class, and the rich. And the rich, they're evil! Oh, I don't think so. I think they're humans too. Stuck with their judgments. And many of them may or may have not been born with silver spoon in their mouths, meaning born with money and ending up having really bad judgment because of the options that they have to live by. Anyway, we have the divisions. We divide ourselves in thinking of in polarities. The world is a planet. It's divided in northern hemisphere and a southern hemisphere. It has the North Pole, that is the minus pole actually, and we have the South Pole, which is the plus pole, if you may. And while we're talking about plus and minus, we have a magnet, not two magnets, because there's differences in the polarity. Yeah, okay. So divide and conquer, it's said. If you divide others in thought, you cannot you can't give them power to raise an army against you. This is dangerous in one way. There's almost more danger in dividing people than actually uniting them. And the same goes by uniting them also. Just look at some of the more extreme thought patterns that some people have, because they have don't have the capability to judge outside of themselves. So, like a bit too many people on Earth, actually. Yeah. So we have the classes, and we have the if I'm gonna sit here and talk about definition or divide divide nation. Actually, divination, divide nation. It's a way of actually controlling other people's thoughts. That's what dividing is. Divide of thought. We then come to the divide in thought and judgment. It's all intertwined. Yes, it is. And this was why it was so freaking difficult for me to choose between racism or values. So, because they are actually different, but at the same time the same thing. So let me say or tell you that you are a racist. Yeah. It's really difficult for a lot of people to actually take in that they're racist. As long as you use colors as a definition to divide others, you're a racist. Oh my god, I had to swallow after I said that. Oh my god, it's such a strong and pitiful word. Okay, so there's a lot of hate in it for some people. Racism. And because if it is a lot of racism in it, it's a breed ideology that divide people. There's only one race of people on Earth, so I don't fucking I don't understand. Oh, shut up. So I don't really understand the whole your race, my race kind of thinking. The thing is with now I'm gonna be a bit racist. Actually, I'm gonna go down a notch, a level or two, while speaking, because I don't like being a racist. Actually, I try to manipulate myself and indoctrinate a new thinking into myself, and I am also going to try and do the same to you. And that is that your definition of color is wrong. There's also going to be some empowering and non-empowering things in a later video also. It's going to be a really strong discussion, and I hope that I will not be attacked for what I'm going to say in later videos. But when it comes to the racism here right now, we divide people by color. I'm white, you're black. He's yellow, he's Hispanic. You're African, he's Caucasian. She's Latino, I'm French. Like that. It's racism. First off, you're dividing. By using nations, you're dividing. By using by using colors as a definition for dividing, you're racist. Because the colors are associated with race. That's sickening. The only difference between me and a black person is that I am melanin. Melanin. Say after me. Melanin deficient. Yeah, I can't really be in the sun. If I go out in the sun, I get fucking sunburned. And I also wrote something about this on my Facebook like 2 days ago or something. That people are racist because they divide people into colors, and by that associate it with races. Yeah, okay. So, and we also have the the values and morals upon all of this and the judgments. Yes, white. The one group is saying white is better than anything else. Are you shitting me? The black are standing up and saying that white is oppressing us. No, they're not. You're oppressing yourselves. The same is when. The same is for everyone. Actually, we're oppressing ourselves. We're giving ourselves less of a value than someone else. It's not their fault. Well, some of the times, some of the times it actually is. Yeah, I'm a human. I can do wrong from time to time. So I don't like all the nitty gritty. Cut that part and put in this. I'm perfect in all ways. None is perfect. None is perfect. You can think that you're perfect. The only thing that is perfect is perfection itself, and you will not become perfection before you actually associate yourself or actually accept that you are not part of this, or you're not part of perfection. And I'm just, that's just silly of me to go and talk about shit the same. The thing I want to talk about is racism. I am black. I'm just melanin deficient, so I can't actually get the skin tone, which is a problem for me, and obviously a problem for other people too, because they've I'm white. I think I'm colorblind or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm black. Everyone on Earth is black. We all have a melanin deficiency, or the black. Well, I don't fucking like this. It's so fucking racist to actually use it and acknowledge it as something to use. So from here on, I am going to express myself with: some people have a deficiency and others are rich on melanin. Right? Okay? Is that okay? Does that function for you? Okay. That could have been a bit degrading, but you're a racist, so it's okay. I'm gonna degrade you till you yourself see that you're a racist. I've seen so many people that use black and white as a definition. The white Christians, or the black, the Afro-American people. Why the fuck are you dividing people? Either you are or you aren't something. You can't be anything in between. Either you're deficient or you're not deficient. You're deficient in learning, or you're not deficient in learning. Or you actually have something that's called a genetic defect, which I probably have. You know, the Aryan race were actually melanin rich people with blue eyes. Yes, the Aryan race was from the Middle East, and they were pitch black and had blue eyes. Somewhere on the line, from that to this, a mutation happened and we got a melanin deficiency. I don't know why or how or anything, but it happened. I do understand why it is actually in a nitty gritty little way. The sun isn't shining as much up here in the north as it is down in the south because of the axis. So the sun is actually, well, the sun is, here is the sun. Good if it's in picture too. Here is the sun, and here is planet Earth, and the axis is backwards, meaning it's not as hot in the northern part, and it's not like it's gonna wobble like this. Really difficult to not be degrading here. I actually need to be degrading in order to... Yeah, I am going to be degrading towards every fucking being on this freaking world. Because you're racist. You're fucking disgusting racist. You acknowledge that you're better than others. You're telling others that you're better than others when you hate another skin tone. This is something that comes to heart to me, that's really irritating me. You probably noticed it, especially when you've already seen the earlier videos from today, when I am actually kind of quite easy to talk with, or to handle with, to understand, to take in without any big problems. Why isn't the voice thingy working as it should? I want to see the voice thingy working. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, if I take localhost, oh, it's not even using the freaking same thing. So 8001. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing right now. Yeah. HTTPS. Whoops. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah. Okay. There. Holy shit soup. What? Okay, we're gonna do this. 1337. We're gonna copy this. This is some magical shit that I'm using right now. So okay. 4112. I'm just 707777 8397 9742 987. Done. Beep ba 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 bo. Didn't work. Okay. Properties. Now we need to 8001. Done. I don't understand why it's not working. It's been working before, so it should be working now too, and this is hysterical, actually. Voice detection, copy the ID please, and then do this. Put in ID of that. Done. .1337. Hopefully that's the right port. I have no idea. No, it's still not working. I need to discuss that with the creator of the bot. Yes, because I have no knowledge of it. or yeah, I have some knowledge. Not enough though. Not enough. Not enough to create it for myself. Okay, where am I? Racist. Being racist. Yeah. What people don't really take in when they degrade others' value is that they're degrading themselves at the same time. And it creates some kind of hate that's unnecessary. And I see it as a big problem in the US. Here in Sweden, it's everywhere. It's infested, or everyone, actually. To be honest, we use racism as a definition of something negative, but the ones that use it actually still define themselves as a specific color, so they're racist. So there's, in order to stop being racist, you need to take in some new information out there, that we are all people that came from these same people, and we migrated to different parts of the world, and the climate is different in different parts of the world. And if you're not using something as much as others do, then it's evolution at hand. So we have the melanin. The melanin goes down because it's not needed, because people are inside more because it's a colder climate. So the body starts to calm that down, stops creating melanin, and instead we get sunburned and look like what's the name? Lobsters. Yeah. And we have to add synthetic melanin to our bodies in order to get brown, or spend a whole lot of time in order to get a darker skin tone. I myself, I don't want to spend hours upon days, upon months in the sun. I love the sun, but I don't really appreciate being burnt all over my body, because the sun isn't that kind to me. So what do we have more is mer is more in Swedish. Yes, sorry. Yeah, I'm saying that more is yeah, okay. What is there so much more to say about this? Really? It isn't. I've already stated what I feel. Melanin rich, melanin deficient. Differences in temperature and time in the sun evolved us to use less or have less use of the pigment. thereby have another skin tone. Now we have the other things, because what is usually noticed, I was thinking of nose at the same time, but yeah, when so what's usually noticed with people of the African continent or the Australian continent is that they usually have a larger nose. That's because most Africans actually use their nose more than their mouth. Because they use their nose to breathe, and the density of oxygen in air is different in a hot climate than it is in a cold climate. That's the difference with this. So, larger ears. Well, the nature on that continent, the southern continent, which is the African continent, is much harsher. There's a lot of animals there that is really freaking dangerous, and not just animals. It's also insects and reptiles being extremely dangerous there, so they need to have a really that look so damn. Anyway, it's evolution. Just bigger nose, more usage, get more air. I breathe through my nose, but the density of oxygen here is higher per cube centimeter because of the lower temperatures, probably. It's also the same when you go to a tropical environment. The noses are probably smaller because you don't need to get in all of that condensed water, or well, I'm not. Oh, I feel so silly talking about this. It should be obvious. Why isn't it obvious for everyone? Oh, because I have read things that others haven't read. It's not upon my judgment to judge others, because it's not my... Oh, God. You see, I'm not perfect. I have a really difficult time not judging other people. I really do. I think this will be enough for now. No, it's not. The ones that notices racism is a racist. Meaning, I'm a fucking racist. But am I a racist because I notice the color differences? I'm trying to nullify that, actually. And for me, white, if we go for the white power discussion, that's really strange too, because that's some delusional people that thinks that it's all about cleanliness and genetic superiority, but we basically have the same genetics all over the world. What could it ever be that would be superior with any race? For me, I have a new definition for white power actually. It is purity in heart and mind. A clean mind, free of racism, free of sexism, free of objectification, free of egoism, built upon unity in altruism. That is what white power stands for me. Because white holds all colors of the spectrum in the electromagnetic field. All colors is in white. Black is still part of that. It's the opposite. It's no colors. It doesn't mean a race or white is better than black in my sense. Because black people aren't black. They're brown. Brown is part of that white spectrum, meaning all colors. Black, total blackness. This isn't even blackness. This isn't total blackness. This is like, what can it be? 90% black, meaning it's still within the white spectrum. It's when it's total darkness, meaning nothing, void. That's darkness. That's emptiness. So that's also something I'm going to go into in the next video. I'm going to go into the mental health of people. But firstly, I'm going to talk about this. I think it's a good thing to reevaluate things, to think out of the box that we've put ourselves in. Give new meaning to old words. Stop dividing. We need to be more like a unit. Well, not really, because that's also wrong. You know that the most dangerous people in the world, they work as a unit. They think alike. They're like a beehive, a hive mind. They're closed in a bubble with their friends that think alike. And this is where racism and all of this comes from. People thinking alike, packing together, thinking alike, and then making it bloom into a hatred. And the hatred, it's caused from fear. And fear is something that is caused out of, well, mental health. I'm gonna go over there later on. I already have a whole mind map in my head. That's why I'm now sitting here on the same date, making a lot of videos. I'm going to make about 16 videos, and I'm gonna put them out once a week, because you kind of need to have some time between them in order to think for yourselves a bit. That's what I see. That's what I want to give you. The freedom of, well, you have a free will. You chose to listen to me, but that doesn't mean that you have to take the information in. I don't hate anyone. I hate stupid ideas and ignorance. And I'm ignorant. I'm really freaking ignorant. But I at least try to do something about it, because I don't want to stay ignorant. I need to learn more. That's why I question everything. I question everything that I think about. I question everything that's said to me. I question everything that I am experiencing in order to learn more about myself and everything around me, so I can better myself as a human being. I think that's enough for now. I know that there's probably gonna be a lot of people that still misunderstands what I say and take things out of context. When I say white power, I do not fucking mean neo-Nazi ideological ethnicity, ethnic nationality thingies. I mean purity in heart and mind. A pure soul, a soul of light. Light is all colors. And the exterior has nothing to do with the heart's flourishing rainbow colors. Has nothing to do with that. Well, the exterior has nothing to do with the interior. How we think, how we feel, is not how we look. I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed in myself. I'm really disappointed in people around me. Many base their realities upon fictional ideas that someone else created. And I'm not even angry at the people that created these fictional ideas to begin with, and that is because of true judgment. They didn't have the knowledge of the future. They didn't have the full knowledge of what they were doing, and shit happened because they didn't think of how others interpret what is read or heard. I think of that a lot. But that doesn't stop me from doing stupid things. I'd rather go out and say stupid things than say nothing at all. Anyway, okay, the sun is shining a bit now. It's 5 p.m. and that means that the evening sun is gonna be there for some hours now, and that's awesome. But the video quality here is gonna go out off the rails. Yeah, because I use some IKEA lights, and they are not as strong as the sun is when it comes to the lights. Yeah, but I chose to have my window straight out because I want to see the trees, I want to see the sun. I don't just want to be at my computer and look into the wall when I look up. When I look up, I reminisce about everything around me. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching the video, and I hope to see you another time. It's your free will to do whatever you want. I don't care. Thank you anyway, and have a great